See, first of all, for the Python, okay, I'll be starting with the Python's class right now. You can see my screen. Oh, so for Python, what we need here in your systems, the two way. One we use Anaconda. Have you heard about Anaconda? Anyone? Anaconda. Have you heard?
No, it's we heard about movie, but not in this.
Okay. Okay. So this Anaconda is the basically the package which provides all type of Python related library. Okay, library related library. So along with that, it has lots of. It use Jupyter. We can see exactly here Jupyter library here, PyCharm. Okay, all the library, whatever way, it's a bundle. We can say it's a Python library bundle. Okay, that's Anaconda. Okay, in the Python terms we say. Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, I agree. So we can say it is a Python bundle. Okay. So either you are using Windows or you are using Linux machines, it is recommended to install Anaconda on your system. First point. After installing the Anaconda, okay. So that if you are going to the setup point of here, if you are going for installations point of here, installations here exactly. So we need to install Python 3.10. I'll send that mail. You can send me email ID. I can send you the notes. Okay. 3.12. Then we install what? Anaconda software. So that is the first two requirements we have for this Python installations. So I have made one document here, help file I have prepared. Right now I can show you here for 2 minutes. And you have to refer this file. Okay. So in this, we are going to install your Pythons on Windows machines. Download the Python, install it the Python. It is very simple, straightforward, like other softwares. Then we need to install Anaconda. After this Anaconda installations, you have to launch the Anaconda. Is the first step. So this is what we required for your project building, right? The requirement here. So whenever we are doing any coding in the Pythons and platforms, so we require this software to be on your system. Now, there are the multiple development tools. Development ID integrated development environment we say exactly use currently in the market. Some company they use PyCharm. Some company we use currently in the market we are using Visual Studio Code. So we say VS Code, and we use Jupyter Notebook. So these many development tools we use for developing any project in the Python related. These are the ID that we'll learn during the class. Okay, one by one, how to work on this ID exactly. So what is this Jupyter notebook? So this notebook right now is used for cloud level development also. So the I'll be showing you just now. So this notebook we can use for cloud to cloud development. Cloud to cloud development. It means what? It means we don't need any local development work. Okay, on the local system we don't need to install any softwares. Everything in the cloud. You are using Jupyter Notebook to writing your code in Python script, Spark script, database scripts, and there we can use all this script here. We can use Python. We use Databricks. We use Spark. We use SQL. All this code we can integrate here, and these notebooks will be available on your software that is known as Databricks. So Databricks provides this notebook to write your script using the notebooks on the cloud. So this is for cloud to cloud development. For the local developments, we use PyCharm, Visual Studio, Jupyter Notebook. So let me show you. This is your Anaconda. After installing the softwares, what is the next step we have to do? We have to create, first step is that create environment here. Step 1 is that create what? Environment. Whenever we are going to create any environment here right now, exactly, the environment means building the project library, right? Project setup for you. Suppose tomorrow you are working to one of the project ICICI Bank, ICICI Bank. So I require to set up one of the environment for ICICI Bank here. So what I'll do here, I'll go to the Anaconda. I have installed in my system. I'll go to the environment here. We have the create. See that nodes already I'm writing here. Go to the environment, click on the create your environment. So basically you are going to create one environment related to your project here. So let's say I am writing here Azure Data Engineer, okay, Isha Training. Okay, now I need to select what? Python versions, which Pythons you are going to use in your project. So this is another requirement. Whenever we are going to set up any project in a company, first requirement is that I should collect all the versions. Okay, collect software versions is very, very important. What are the versions are being used in my current project? What I should use exactly? Let's say Python, we are saying like Python 3.12. If it is a Spark, 3.0, yeah, 3.5. If it is Java, are you using JDK 11, yeah, JDK 19? Like that, if it is Visual Studio Code, which versions I am going to use? All the software versioning is also important. So whenever we start working in any project, first requirement is that to collect your software's requirement. Once we collect the software's requirement specifications, the next step is that set up your project environment. So this is the flow. Install the soft library Anaconda. After Anaconda installations here, we are coming to the versions, and then versions we are going to set up the environment. So this is the step number 1. This is the step number 2, and this is the step number 3. Now when we are here in the Anaconda, we are going to create one environment here. Now it see that exactly it will install all the library in this environment for your project. And these environments only we use for building a project or using the Git repository. So that we'll discuss future classes. So let it install this library. So once we are going to set up this environment setup here, after this what we are going to do, we are going to install Jmeter Lab. So Jmeter Lab is what is Jmeter Lab here? Jmeter Lab is the another software which has the Jmeter notebook. Okay, so we need to install Jmeter Lab which has Jmeter notebook, okay, on Anaconda environment, okay, project environment, right? Not outside. We are saying in my project environment, I am going to install Jmeter Lab for development purpose. That is just very easy steps. This is the step number 4. We need to follow here. Step number 4 here. And then after this exactly here, whenever we are going to follow here exactly here. Step number 4, we are right now, we are here. Now let me go back. Yes, we are done the installations. I can see here Azure Data Engineer Isha Training. What I'll do, I'll go to this place, install, I'll select all. So what I want to do, I want to set up some of the library related to my project. So let's say we got to know I should use PySpark, I should use Panda, I should use NumPy library, I should use bot library, all are libraries, machine learning library, AI library, right? All are library in the Python, small library, okay? So all these informations we come to know while working in the project here. So in these cases, we are going to install some of the library here, and this library again will be installed on this environment right here. Hope it's fine for all of you. Now when we installing this library, so let me show you. I am selecting again all. Here I'm going to do, I'll select numpy. See, numpy. So Python is like now a C, right? So this is my numpy library. Okay, CRA processing for numbers, strings, record, and object. So I am selecting the numpy. After that, what I'm going to do? I want to do exactly the panda library. Okay, for building the Python data structures, data frame, we use the panda library of pandas. Then I want to see, like say, let's say, I want to see something about library framework, okay, for the Python. Like that, whatever library you want, we can select and you can install it here. Once you are done here, click on apply. See, there is a 1904 package available, right? 11,900 libraries are available here. Out of that 11,900, we are installing 3 packages here. Imagine how many packages here. So now what we are doing here? Now we are setting this library into my project environment that we are installing right now. We'll select here. We'll go to these points, apply. Okay, so now it is getting installed here. Now it is done. Next step is that you can just refer my notes as usual. I have prepared these notes here. Python library installations we are done. After that, I should start my coding, right? So what I should do? I should go to my again home library here. I am selecting my Azure Data Engineer Isha Training. I am going to launch my Jupyter. See the Jupyter? I will install it here. So all these softwares we can install here. See PyCharm, okay, so whatever Anaconda, Spider, whatever is required. But generally we use Jupyter Lab. So let it install these parts. Fine. Now it got installed. After this installations here, what we need to do? We should launch this Jupyter Lab. So these are the one-time activities so far. The finally we are doing 5 step exactly here. Step number 5, we are launching Jupyter Lab. Okay. So 1 to 4. 1 to 4 is one-time activity, and the 5 we do everyday launch here. Okay. So from here, we can see here exactly from these points to these points is a one-time activity for you here. See? And this is our daily activity. Every day we have to come. We have to open Anaconda. We should launch the Jupyter Lab. Now I'm good. I launch Jupyter Lab here. Now let me launch here. So this is, we are now done. So what we've done here right now, we discuss about Python installations, Anaconda installations, project environment setup, and all this environment here. Now in these cases here exactly, now what I'll do here, I can select any directory from my system. I can go any locations. I am going to the document. I'll say here right now the new folder, Data Engineering Isha. Okay. After this, right click Notebook. Select your kernels. What is kernels? Any idea? What is kernel? Anyone? Yeah, Vijay.
It's a
What is?
firmware from home, the operating system.
Yeah. So basically, for Python point of view, it's a heart of OS, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So kernel is nothing but heart of OS. Similarly here for Python also we say exactly it is heart. So we cannot compute any program in Python, even we have the Python, right? Softwares and all. If you want to run through the Jupyter notebook, kernel is important. So it is heart for Pythons to build project on notebook. Okay, not local machine I'm talking again. So in these cases, we are talking now, we are good here. So we are done this basic. Now let's go to, so I hope all of you understood here the flow of installations. You can refer my notes, and if you have any doubts, we can discuss tomorrow. Okay. And I'll share all these notes on the mail. Next is that here, now I'm coming to what is Python. Okay, let us start ABCD of the Python. Why we are learning the Python, right? So currently you can see in the market right now what is happening here. If you are going to do coding in DevOps, infrastructure, data migrations, reporting tools, whatever, transformations, data bricks, Snowflake, everywhere we are using here Python. So I can say here either it is data transformations. So for data transformations, what we are using here? We are using a Spark. We are using PySpark. We are using data build tool. Is another tools. It is used for data transformation and data migrations. Okay. So data migrations, I can say exactly. Okay. And transformation. Fine. Then we are using for data analytics. We use lots of library in the Pythons. Okay. As well as we use for data science. AI is hot right now in the market. All is what? Python. Image processing, Python. Video processing, Python. Okay. Voice recognition is what? Python. All libraries, these are all our libraries are there in the Python exactly. Search engine you want to develop is Python. So it means everything is Python currently in the market. Now if you're going for Databricks, you are applying the tools, Python. Coming to Snowflake, Azure DevOps. If you want to write some of the script for infrastructure script, infrastructures, building some library, security library, we use Python code. So you can see here, even for data visualizations, we have the library in Python's visualizations. We have in the Python exactly, we can do in the Python. If you are coming to the cloud, yes, we can use the Python. So you can see here, Snowflake is another data hashing tools. We use Python script. So the point is that here, either Snowflake or cloud or data visualization, DevOps, right? Image processing, data transformation, Databricks, everywhere currently Python is there in the market. Python is not new language for us, okay? Let me tell you. See, Python was from 1980 onwards, okay? In market. But why Python is so popular today in the market? That is the question, right? When it was already 1980, even suppose image processing project was happening in 1990 also. Not is new. Audio, verifications, type of validations. Okay, what's happening in the Python library using OpenCV library plus. So there was a many library earlier also. So what happened, like currently the Python has acquired all the existing library and it has become one bundle for us. Okay. So currently Python has all type of library for us for doing the project here. It is not like it was not there. It was there, but the why the Python has got popular, the reason is that the terms we are saying the big data, right? The term is what? Big data. Now why we are learning today these technologies? The reason is that the data is growing every day, every seconds currently, and data, as I told yesterday class, data not only the terabyte today exactly, data has gone to the petabyte level data. So I need to compute and scale up some of the technologies in the petabyte of processing exactly internally. Okay. So we need some light processing library to build on my project. There are lots of tools are available in the market. So in that case, company is using what? Python. Easy to learn, very simple programming language, not so complex. And this is 100% object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented programming language. So what do you mean about 100% object-oriented programming language means? Whatever we are going to write here, any program in the Python, in the today market, either it is a class or it is object. Let me show you. Let me go to this notebook here. Let's say I'm writing just one message. Message is called to welcome to Python. And I want to print this message. So what we use the print function. Inside the print, I'm using the type and type of message I want to see exactly. What is the type of message we have? If I run here from display, this is the cells we run. Let me teach you the notebook. This here we can increase the cells on the up. We can add the cells in the down. We can add in the downs. We can do the coding in the multiple cells, and all the cells also we can run. Okay, not only one cells. So if you want to run all the cells, we can run. If you want to run one cell, say one cell also we can run here. So you can see here, the message is a variable which has a string message, right? But what is the type of message it is doing? It is doing a string. But what is before string? It is a class, right? So it means this message is an object of the class string. The meaning is that in the Python terms. So there is no concept of variables. It is an object now. If I say here a is equal to 10, and if I print here a, value of a, and if I print like this is the syntax we follow. Okay, comma and a, I'm getting 10. But I want to see the data type of the a exactly here. I can say here data type exactly type of a. See, class integer. If I'm going to see a b is equal to a plus 20. Now if I print here, print b here. Now if I'm coming to a is equal to a plus b, if you print here the value of additions exactly, sum is equal to, we do the sum here. This is very basic, just I'm teaching ABCD of the Python today. Okay. Now we can see here sum is equal to sum plus a, but there is no sum variable here, right? It's a now, correct? See that? The a, b and sum becomes 30, correct? But the value of a got changed here, right? It is a, not sum. Here, the value of a is equal to what? 10. Here, what is the value of a? A plus b, 20 plus 10, 30. So what is happening here? In this place, we have the two objects, a and b, and both are nothing but what? Integer object. Now, if you are saying integer object, okay, and what is happening here after these lines of a statement, if I change the value of a 22.22 and if I make it here exactly, a is equal to, and if I print a, I should get 20. If you print here type of A here, you will get float of A. See that? See? So what do you mean about this? It means the value of the variables of the object can be changed anytime, any level in the Python. And not only the value, even data type is also changing here. Agree with me? Are you following me? Or silent? So in that case, we are printing this float here. Any doubts here? Nilesh? Vijay?
No doubt. Yeah, it's clear.
No doubt, right? So this point is clear. So the Python is not type safety programming language, okay? See, Python is, that is the reason for security point of view, we don't recommend the Python in any application, okay, in any project. Python is not type safety. The meaning is that type safety, the meaning is here, meaning is exactly here. The point that not type safety means the value and data type will keep changing always. Okay, that is the one. Now when you're talking to the memory part, exactly how this, we are saying it is a class and objects. So the point is that exactly here, whenever we are creating any variables, this we understood, any variable is nothing but the object, and every variables, if it is an object, it belongs to some of the class corresponding to the variable, right? If it is number, integer class. If it is decimal, float class. If it is string, it is what? A string class. Now the point is that here, see, if after these lines of a statement, okay, if I print here right now A is equal to A, and if I print here exactly the type of message is equal to, we have not changed any value for the message, we should get the value of the message, and the print B is equal to B. So what will happen here? The flow is that, see, the value of A has been changed, even though we did summation here, right? 20 plus 10, 30. But after these lines of a statement of questions, the value of A has been modified by 22.22 because Python is not type safety program. It is allowing to change your data, not only the data, even data type also. So that is the reasons it has been changed now 30 to 22.22. Remaining values we are not changing so far in these lines of statements till now. So that is the reasons we are getting the value welcome to Python and B is equal to 20. Now, how this value is coming from the memory, or what is the object here, right? That I want to highlight here. Okay. There's a two terms in memory point of view, okay? Whenever we are doing any project, we get the two type of memory. One memory we have heap memory, and another memory we have the stack memory here. Heap and what? Stack. What is this heap and stack? It is a part of Java virtual memory, okay, JVM. So if you go to internet, here, if you see the heap exceptions memory, heap memory exceptions in Pythons, so you always face this type of problem in the code while developing in the project, okay. The reason is that the heap memory, whatever has been allocated for your project, it is not sufficient, right? Okay. Now, how this comes exactly the picture here? So all the code, whatever we are doing here, right? And whenever we run the code, this entire codes will move from these locations to the stack memory. First step here. The code moves from here to here. Okay, the code execute from here to here. Now from this code exactly here, whenever you are coming to know this point here exactly here, okay, from this code, whenever it loads to the stack memory, then whenever we are assigning the value to the first, what is happening here? See the flow. Any value assigned from right to left, then it becomes object, not before that. So it means what happened here in the heap memory, whatever the variable we have here, A, B, and message. Whatever we have here. A, B, and message. See that? These three objects have been created here in the memory, in heap memory. Initially, the value of A was at 10 in the first times when we run the cells. After 2 lines of a statement, this 10 got modified by 30. Because of addition of A and B, it becomes 30. After the sometimes, this 30 has been replaced by what? 22.22. So all these values are changing in this object memory. Please understand this point. Changing into object memory. Now the finally value becomes 22.22 and B has your 20 value and then message has your welcome value. Welcome value. So that's why same code where whenever you're going to use the same code, okay? What happened? Okay, sorry. So if you're going to print the same code, not here, other places, let's say here, this value of A and B and message, if I'm coming to the next cell, if I'm coming to the next cell, if I go to the one more down cell, I'm printing the value of N. See, we're not changing any value, just we are printing the value of A and B and message, A and B and message. What is happening here? We are getting the same value in all the places because the object of A, B, and message has the value and we have kept into the heap memory. And why we get this message reliable error? The reason is that this heap memory has some configurations parameter here. Let me show you. We configure on environment variables or in the server level some of the parameter of heap xx minus 2z. This we configure. Now what happened? You have configured this heap memory on the system. By default 2 GB, you are giving the maximum memory, and might be your laptop has only 4 GB memory. So of course, what happened? This heap memory will be shortfall. It won't be getting the 2 GB memory, and will get the error. So that is the reasons we should look up the code optimizations processing into the Python. So this is the way how the memory management happens in the Python script or Python code for any project. This structure is the same: JVM, heap, and a stack. Whenever you run the code, first this entire code from my local system, it will load to the stack memory. From my stack memory, it will assign the value to the corresponding object to the heap memory. And after that, it is going to compute your data from the assigned memory here. This is the flow. So I'll pause here and let me know if you have any questions here. And the best tutorial part for this for learning this w3schools.com, you can go to that. So what I can suggest here, w3schools.com, because I have very limited Python class here. So I'll refer here, go to the syntax, commands, variable, data type, number, name, right? Multiple values, output values, variable exercises, Python data type, Python number, casting, string, all. If you go through that exactly, at least you'll come to know basic program, how to work right now in the Python. Now I'm coming to back here. Suppose I want to do the formatting, okay? I have amount is equal to 22 rupees, 2200 rupees, dot 50. Name is equal to, let's say I'm keeping a Vijay. I'm giving address is equal to, let's say USA. Pin code is, I'm taking exactly here is equal to, let's say like 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to print one sentence here in Python, either single sentence. So how to do? So we do the print There is a F is a format. Okay, the syntax. By the practice, you will come to know. No need to remember. I am saying your name is, and then we are giving the curly braces, and I'm passing the name variable here, and your salary is equal to, I am keeping what amount variable years. You are in this, and your pin code is this. So this is the way how formatting we do in the Python for the variables as a string we print here right now. So now we can see here, your name is Vijay and your salary is 2200 rupees, and you are in USA and your pin number is 123. So this is known as what? Print formatting in the Python. So we give a if, then sentence, whatever the value variable you want to print, give a curly braces. Inside the curly braces, we have to pass the variables. So like that, what I did for the name I piece, your salary is equal to, then for the amount I gave here, for address I'm giving here, and then I'm printing here. So this is the way how we do this print formatting in the Python here. So I'll suggest here you do this installations and all. Start some ABCD of programming in Python. Okay, till string. You can go through that, modifying a string, concatenating string also. Concatenating string means just adding some string. Let's say like name is equal to Amit, last name is equal to Raj, and if I want to say a full name, it's equal to name plus name. And if I print here the full name exactly, I should get name, right? Let's say. So that's a concatenation here. See, we got Amit Raj. So the concatenation means adding the two different strings together is a concatenation here. So please, you can go through that, modifying till here. Operators, read it exactly. I'll be starting tomorrow from the loop, control statement in the Python. So operator, I'm expecting type of operators, type of variables, data type, number, syntax, basic flow. Just have a look. If you have any questions, we can discuss the tomorrow class before starting our what you say this sessions in the Python tomorrow. Yeah, any feedback, Nilesh here, Vijay here? This speed flow is okay for you, or you still want to slow?
Okay for me.
Okay, fine. Then we'll see tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Like and then